to say hello to everyone come from every part of the world, to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, bonjour, bon après-midi, bonsoir, je suis Christophe, je veux sois le millet, merci pour votre soutien. 今朝ごはんを食べません。まだ少しものを食べました。今成人を話たくさん語義を勉強しました。スポーツを鑑賞しました。Today, we are going to have something that is very, very meaningful. Actually, it's really so significant in some certain aspect. Before today we begin to talk about this, I have to confess again. Okay, I am not the student of the Politic department store. Sometimes this knowledge is from some studying and from some books and from some researching. And why I want to have these videos, because I want to decorate my fan pages. So it is very, very pleasure and honored here. Sometimes if I just post a picture or just to post other people's videos and type something that seems not too influenced, and people will think that you just write something but just pick some pictures and you use others' pictures. So I just want to make it different and to be responsible for talking something that is about the politics. So I'm very welcoming that is all the people that is join us talking or discussing the theory about the politics that is very, very, very spectacular. Okay, today we talk about the politics. That's the video. We have an opening. So even though we still not understand very, very deeply and realize what kind of image and what is the content about the politics, all the politicians all care about, they concerned about this. So that's the video we talk about. The politics is from a very numerous people. The group the people want to advance some certain end, and all the people in the group, they want to be promoted and to be more and more hopeful and promising. So how and who can be the leader to lead all the people walk to and toward the direction, the correct way all the people want to do? This is the initial thought, but actually after 1,000 or 100 years after, people just getting to be education, so they will know more about and studying and be more and more smart, and you will still discover people will compete with some issue that is very, very abstruse. So state by state, time by time, the very original image of the politics just formed. So we still have to bring about just from the ancient time in the Western world. We all know the Greek. The Greek has the Athens and the Spartans. Athens is support to the democratic, but the Spartans is support to the militarism. So the two sides over strengthen always conflict together. Sometimes here is not always the winner to the Athens. So we can just explain that the military sometimes has its certain valued on some very, very emergency time. So even till now, in the international affairs, we still use the force of military to solve some question, but that is not very, very I cannot say that is not correct, but in some certain situation, the military is needed. So in the Greek, we know the word polis, P-O-L-I-S. It is the word politics deriving. So in the Greek, the politics has so many creating points and records. The Greek is the first city-state. They just depart from all the stuff, affairs, to the politics. They discover originally the politics is so important, and it can be departed from other affairs and to be individually discussing. So it is the very, very important point and the discovery how the important when people gathering to talk about all the very significant affairs of the countries. Of the country, yes, the city-state. So, and it is another very, very significant point that the greed is the first city-state that to discover the Politic can be a very, very individual, significant theory, and it has own system. And if we want to make the city-state better and better, we have to make the politics entirely to be very, very ruled system, and to arrange all the things under very well sorting out. So that is we can say that in that time, before the Greek, people still mix up the country's affairs with the laws or other educations or other countries' development. They think that is just swimming in all the things. They don't feel they need to pick it out and depart from. But the Greek is the first race. The first people who discovered this. So that is April making. Afterward, in the Greek, we know not only the democratic, but also the politics. Not only the Athens, but also the Spartans. So they discover if we want to the country or the city-state to advance more and more and more, we have to make the political individually discussing and to make a whole negotiation under so many convincing or persuading or other so important vital issue discussing in all the people. So when that time the Greek has known, if we want to make the city-state to be a better situation and we want to win the Spartans want to win the Athens, they have to discuss all about this. What? The development of the city-state. Just like today, the politics include so many fields. We can discover every time when we talk about the politics, it is not only the affairs under the government, but also the country's education, but the country's financial activities. And even though the economy, technology is still controlled sometimes under the government, if you want to speak it or to explain, the politics actually is a theory and it is concept it is a very, very noble classic how people can rule a country very, very entirely perfect. So that is a very huge theory. So we cannot just regard it as just one subject in a university. Sometimes the politics discuss so many issues, even though the 4 years in a university is still not enough for a student to realize what politics is. And the professors always talk about if a scholar is a scholar for, if a student wants to know about the politics more and more very deeply, they cannot only just gain the academy of the bachelor, the master, the doctor, the super doctor, and he must enter the field of the politics he has to encounter, to cope with, to touch, to negotiation with other politicians, to experience what the politics like. So after all about this, still today is like an opening. We just only bring about the Greek. But it is true. In the Greek people has created so many apple-making points, issue that is needed to be memorized. They are not only just to make the politics departed out, but also make the politics become very logical. And they have their own system to operate how the city-state to run all the things, make the city-state more and more advanced. Okay, if it is so, you can imagine that is not only the government's affairs, but also the education, but also the financial activities, but also the technology development. And sometimes is the literatures defined, and sometimes is also about the law making. So, and absolutely, the technology science subject is also have to enter and participated in the politics. Afterward, in the long run, all the people, whatever you are a teacher, you're a scientist, you're an artist, you're a merchant, you are anything. What you are, the politic has need to gather all the people together and to talk about what kind of the direction the city-state has to advance to. So afterward, we can just realize from the Greek we know about, it is about the 4 centuries before the AC. That's just about the China history, the Zhou. So we can say that is a time people exploring so many thoughts, and that is a revolution in thinking. People can not endure and abide that is not fair, or that is not the correct way to do all the people to do something. So they just stand out and to offer, to support, to claim and advocate so many things. So that is why the Greeks so smart. The Pluto, he's the apprentice of the Socrates. So he ever say that even though they still cannot believe the democratic every single person's will very definitely, even till every person all have a certain education and they have a certain standard of the characteristic of the politics. Thus, all the people can gather to discuss what the politic is. Sometimes they deny that all the people come to discuss all the things about it. So the Socrates ever say that, but the Plato is very genius. He's a very smart person, even though his teacher says so. But he developed and he tried to form that the democratic and the politics more and more mature. He knows that even though here are some persons still not qualified to enter and participate in the discussing, but just every person all have its ability and power in the whole city-state. If they don't know about what they are discussing, and they don't know about how the circumstance and the phenomenon happened in the negotiation, they will be very fooled and silly about the city-state. Only one thing, that we have to make them be trained and make them all qualified to discuss and enter and participate in the negotiation. So that is why we talk about politics is the all people's affair. Okay, this is today's video. we're still in the opening, so next video we will talk more about. Remember, the politics is not only a subject. In many countries, maybe each country all have its own different style of ruling. They run the country in their own way, but the politics is always the very significant theory that the country always needs. So in the current time, we still discuss the politics very much. Even though the president's major is law, the president's major is medicine, but the politics still is the very vital issue, and the theory and the academy that a president must to know about entirely and definitely. Never avoid it. So after today's video, I want you can understand how important the politics is. So these videos, the episodes, we will just get some opening, bring some importance about the politics. Remember, when the people before the AC, the 4th century, they have known already how the politics is. That is very significant. So it is thousands years. That is not a subject or academy topic. That is a very ideology importance in the current time even. Okay, this is today's video. Hope you can have a wonderful time. Next time we still have to talk about more about the politics. That is not enough, just one video or 2 videos. We have to talk about more and more. You have to realize the politics is, and you have to feel it, and to have a concept. And afterward, you will know that how we have to do when we in the country to be a citizen. And the word citizen is from the Greek. You will know how important the Greek is. The polis, the citizen, all has happened initially in the Greek. So this is today's video. Hope you can have a wonderful time. Next time we still have to talk about this, and that will be several videos. We have to discuss about this, and to make it clear more and more, to make all the people understand about this. Thank you for your watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.